Hey everyone, how's it going? Matt Jarbo here, $3 Theater. Oh my God. Oh wow. News is happening. News is breaking. This is stuff that I honestly did not see happening. And I wanted to talk about it. I wanted to do a Let's Talk rant about this news today that Wonder Woman 84 will debut on both HBO Max and in theaters on Christmas Day. This is nuts. This is huge. This is insane. And it's like, look, it is an absolute sign of the times. And it really is. It's an absolute sign of the times. It's an absolute crazy thing to see that Warner Brothers flagship movie for 2020. And let's be real. Okay. It wasn't Dune. It wasn't Tenet. It was flat out Wonder Woman. They had pushed this movie back so many times. So many times it got pushed back, but now it's coming. And I said, I want to talk about it. I want to talk about it today on the Let's Talk series. I love doing this little series where I just rant about stuff. So, okay. What does this mean? Well, if you live in the United States or anywhere where HBO Max is available, then on Christmas Day, you will be able to watch Wonder Woman 1984. You will be able to sit down with your family and enjoy this movie on Christmas. Then if you happen to live in areas where there is not HBO Max, then that movie will be available, well, quite frankly, in theaters. Also, piracy websites. That's going to be another big factor. People who don't have HBO Max are going to be able to download a full 1080p rip of this movie within hours of it coming out. And that's not necessarily going to push subscriptions towards HBO Max. And this is something that Warner's absolutely is aware of, but they're willing to make that gamble. They are absolutely willing to make that bet. One of the reasons why also is because Soul, Pixar, is launching, I also believe, on Disney Plus that day as well. So Disney Plus is going to have a massive Pixar movie that was supposed to be their holiday treat. That's going to be coming to Disney Plus. So Warner was like, all right, let's just put Wonder Woman out there, see what happens. Because here's the thing, they already blew their load with Tenet. They realized that Tenet, while doing okay overseas, failed to connect here in the States. And they pulled the trigger on that. They made that the canary in the coal mine when they shouldn't have. Right. And now they realize that they realize that in the long term, or in the short term, really, that they made mistakes. And while Nolan has been, you can say Nolan has been more, like apprehensive to make critical comments, so to speak. He still, he wanted his movie in theaters. He pushed Warner's to do it. And it's clear here that Patty Jenkins probably is just like, release it whenever you're going to release it, however you're going to release it. But really, what this whole thing is boiling down to is that they need something to push HBO Max subscriptions. And I don't think the Melissa McCarthy-led Superintelligence, which launches next week on the platform, is really going to draw a lot of people in. It may bring a few of the diehard Mike and Molly fans over to the fold, which would be cool because that's a fun show. But I don't think it's going to be having any kind of real big impact. And over the holiday break, which for a lot of people is just kind of continuing on since last March, they might want to get HBO Max. And I think HBO Max has been struggling to reach new people. I really do. I think HBO Max has been running into a subscription problem, one that they're not talking about publicly. All right. They launched it with the announcement of the Snyder Cut, which got a lot of people to go and sign up. And then they didn't really do much with it over the span of the next few months. It's still not available on Roku. It is just now being available on Amazon Fire Stick. And if you get a Roku, I think it's like an Apple TV or something like that, you can stream it, right? If you have like an iPhone or something, you can cast it. It's a weird thing, but they don't have it directly on the Roku. I have a Google Chromecast that I can watch HBO Max on with it, but it's still not as good as just, in my mind, turning on my TV, going to the app and watching it right there. I have to fiddle with more things, which I don't necessarily want to do, and it isn't the most consumer-friendly thing. So when you look at Roku and how they've rolled out, in my mind, HBO Max has failed to roll out this product effectively during a pandemic. Quibi died because it was not the right time for it. HBO Max is a much different beast, but they still failed to roll it out in the right way. And also, there's been massive shakeups at WarnerMedia, Warner Brothers, Warner TV, the Warner marketing division has been more or less just cut. They're going to consolidate marketing now under one. They brought in Toby Emmerich to kind of oversee even the movies for HBO Max. There's a massive consolidation happening over at WarnerMedia and its subsidiaries. And the reason why is because the traditional model of things has now gone out the effing window. And so they're scrambling to try to figure things out. And they think, okay, if we push Wonder Woman 84 on HBO Max, then it's going to give us a lot of pull. It's going to bring a lot more people into it for the holiday season. We're going to see a mass amount of increase in subscriptions because of Wonder Woman 84. And it's a solid play. But here, I'm just going to be real, guys. You got to give me more than that. I have my subscription and I like my subscription. I got that nice deal for the year. I think it's like $12 a month instead of 15 for a whole year. But I've only watched like 2-3 things on HBO Max in its entirety since it's came out. You know, like I'm paying for it, but I just sit on it because it's not accessible in a way for me that I want. I only recently did the Google Chromecast thing. So that's a problem. That's a massive, massive problem in regards to accessibility. And to me, that's more important than just putting out Wonder Woman 84 on the platform. That being said, I'm excited to sit down Christmas Eve, midnight, with my hot cup of cocoa, my marshmallows, and watch the movie and then review it and talk about it. I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be a lot of fun. But we'll have to wait and see how well it does. It's either the movie is not as good as they want it to be, and they just realize this is the only option, or I don't know. I mean, Pedro Pascal did get nominated as Sexiest Man of the Year from People Magazine. So that could be something they use. Like, do you want to see People Magazine's Sexiest Man Alive 2020 edition? Then check out Pedro Pascal in Wonder Woman 84. I don't know if people would tune in to look at the sexiness of Pedro Pascal. I mean, I'm sure some people would, but I think I'm just saying, I don't know. But this is gonna open the door. This is gonna force Marvel to put Black Widow on Disney Plus and to not do it with that $30 Premier Access nonsense, because it won't fly. If they're dropping Wonder Woman on HBO Max and you get it with the subscription, Disney's going to have to compete. And I think this is throwing down the gauntlet. So it's very fascinating. We're going to have to wait and see how it all goes down. Again, I don't know what's going to happen. All I know at this point is that it's wild and that it's coming to HBO Max on Christmas. Holy crap, guys. Holy crap. It's a big deal. That's a big thing. It's a game changer. Now we're going to have to wait to see how the numbers play out. And whether this is another Tenet-size risk or this is going to be an insane success. I don't know. But I'm curious to find out more. And I'm always curious to know your thoughts and your opinions. Let me know down in the comment section. Please be sure to subscribe if you are new and hit that like. Let's try to get to 100 likes. I think we totally can do it. I'll talk to you all later. Have yourself a great day. Thank you again for watching, and peace the hell out.